would you like to be at your job and you're second in command? Let's say you're an assistant principal at a school.
Sure.
Right? The principal, they didn't hire an assistant principal. You were the interim principal, right?
Okay.
Then they finally bring, you start the season you start the year as the interim principal, and then they're like, no, you know what? Like, you start the year on Monday, and by Wednesday they're like, yeah. So we're gonna bring in this guy. He's the one that we want anyway.
You mean life happens?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna bring this person in.
And then that guy falls off a ladder and gets hurt. They go, okay, well, you know what? You could be in charge for like a little bit, but we're gonna bring in somebody else.
My question to you is
like,
this.
it's just, he keeps getting replaced. It's time to move on.
My question is this. If I'm the assistant principal, am I still getting paid $500,000 to sit on the sidelines?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that. Viewers, listen to him.
It's the bye week, and that means that there's no game to break down.
What do we want to do? What do we want to talk about? What do you want us to talk about?
Exactly. Whatever you guys want, make sure you leave in the comments of this video. We'll make sure to cut an episode for that if it's something that we feel you're going to want to hear.
Wait, they have to hit that like and hit the subscribe button.
Are you actually going to put the logos here?
I'm going to put them right here and then right here.
Okay. You sure that's going to be how that works? I want to just point out that, and I said this off camera, and I'm going to say it again. If the Bills fire Brian Dable and hire Ken Dorsey, I'm going to be Bills signed A.J. McCarron insufferable. Like, I was insufferable when the Bills signed McCarron because I'd been begging for it for 5 years.
So
I was insufferable.
You were even more insufferable when they cut him.
They traded him. Was not cut.
And if you don't remember, take a look at this. You like my shirt?
It's been a long day.
Wait. There's a Bills logo on the back, so I had to draw it with pen. I had to draw a little Raiders logo. There. Sunday drive.
You've come a long way.
I'm done. I'll never forget.
I quit.
I'll never let go.
I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Get my boy Blue! We talked about it on the post game. I think it's a fair conversation to have.
Fair.
If the Bills had retained McCarron.
Yes.
Now that we have Barkley and everybody's all, ejected with excitement over Matt Barkley, who was...
He won a game, man.
He won a game, so that's a big thing around here. Would the Bills have the same record had they just started McCarron?
I think that's a great discussion because you think about it. Would they have won 3 out of 10 games with McCarron? I think they would have won 500.
Mm-hmm.
Because there were some of them games in there where the defense played well enough to win. You held Aaron Rodgers. You held Aaron Rodgers to 55% completions. You held Andrew Luck under 200 yards. You held who the heck else did they play? I mean, you held a lot of those guys. You talk about week 1 when they got destroyed by Baltimore. Well, he had to study 2 games a year against Baltimore. McCarron did. So who knows what would have happened. And the only thing that makes logical sense to me was they didn't want to win.
Well, and they wouldn't.
And it sounds stupid.
They wouldn't have started 4 quarterbacks by week 10.
Oh God!
No,
they wouldn't have. Peterman would have been going a long time ago.
But maybe that's what they needed. Maybe that's why they started Peterman. It was a well, let's just see how this goes. Unfortunately, he's like a canker sore. He's just kind of always there, kind of like herpes.
You could tell me about that. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm speaking philosophically.
You carry that shit forever, like luggage. Our show kind of took a turn.
Yikes!
He's always there. He's always there.
He is. I don't know. And here's the thing that really troubles me.
He's the Steve Buscemi of quarterbacks.
Yeah,
he's in every movie.
Yeah. Here's the thing that bothers me about the Peterman situation.
Is he still here?
You cut him.
Oh, yeah.
You know for a fact, if Derek Anderson walks in and has any reservations about playing any more this season, Derek Anderson can walk in and say, "Yeah, I'm done. I don't need to be here anymore."
That's
fine. The Bills can cut Derek Anderson. They can cut Nathan Peterman tomorrow. The problem is that Peterman still has practice squad eligibility. So, do you think that if they cut Peterman, they sign him back to the practice squad? Because he still has practice squad eligibility. That way, if Barkley goes 2013 USC, Matt Barkley, and Josh Allen has another relapse of, insert maintenance required injury, what do you... I know. But I'm just saying it's a possibility because it's out there.
It is. But hasn't he shown you enough?
He's shown, I think so.
He's what's Colt McCoy doing? Can he
see? But the thing that shocked me a little bit is like Baltimore. Baltimore sat on RG3, didn't trade him for no reason. But they utilized Lamar Jackson.
Baltimore did a very fantasy football-esque move. Just so nobody else could get him, they picked him up.
That's right.
He'll sit on my bench while I beat you.
Baltimore also uses Lamar Jackson in package plays, so I have a feeling like they are hedging their bets that if Jackson gets hurt, they're still fine at the position.
Yeah.
They're willing to give up the roster
spot. That makes sense. What successful, because you could say Baltimore's been a successful team. Successful franchise. That's what they do. They don't just say, hey, we'll get this guy. How about this quarterback? How about this guy? Who hasn't started a game in the past 5 years? Coach, I haven't.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I had 3 people send me messages. Why aren't you at One Bills Drive right now warming up? I said, I don't know. Maybe a 40-year-old quarterback with no D1 experience is kind of
exactly what this team needs.
Against what they want.
You need to inject some credibility into the offense.
Yeah. Problem is, I can't even do that. I can't even run.
No. I wouldn't want you to run.
Throw it away. Blow the whistle. I'd be like Pomke from Let's Stay Her Up. Set. How about that? He sucks at 2 sports. Peterman should not be on this team anymore.
No. I think Barkley showed you enough that if you had to start him, you could start him. Which Peterman has shown that that's exactly what he's not. He's not a player you can start when you have to start him.
You destroyed the kid, man.
Yeah.
You started Anderson after a week and a half, and over him, his confidence was done. He was dead man walking.
Yep. So I mean, truthfully, the NFL is a game of attrition, right?
Yes.
The good teams are ones that can manage, lack of depth and replace when injured. And unfortunately, he replaced himself just through bad play. He wasn't hurt. He hasn't been hurt. He replaced himself by the level of player that he